It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We have started the big countdown, and the hour is almost here. But before we celebrate at midnight, we welcome you to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is very exciting.
Yes.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Looking at Houston, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made them one of the best teams ever. And it was something Kenny and I were not used to. We used to seeing big guards dominate. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Penny Hardaway. Steph Curry has the same body as Kenny's son. Kenny's son is 19-year-old. Guy has no chest muscles, but he dominates.
Yeah, KJ has no chest muscles. But I'll tell you what, people can say what they want, and they said, oh, they won because of injuries. What? You beat who's in front of you. Congratulations, Golden State Warriors.
When you look
NBA
back,
champs.
will you consider them one of the great champions?
Well, to be a great champion, you have to be back-to-back.
Stop it, Ernie.
Three
Cut it out, Ernie.
No.
No, I'm just saying that's a 67-win team that won the championship.
WF D. Whoopie freaking do.
WF do.
No, not yet. You have to multiple championships.
Okay,
define great.
Just threw the question out there. WF do. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Starting at power forward, 7 feet, number 20, Donatas Motiejunas. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 1, Trevor Ariza. At point guard, standing 5'11", number 3, Ty Lawson. Man in the middle, standing 6'11", number 12, Dwight Howard. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Let's hear it for your Houston Rockets. Kevin McHale is the head coach for your home team.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. Take a look at the Warriors. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is the team is playing with tremendous confidence.
Unstoppable right now, Greg. I mean, I don't know how long the streak's going to continue, but the important thing is that they're stacking up wins, and they seem to be getting better and better, which is scary for the rest of the league.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Barnes and Green of the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Bogut and at the center filling out the middle. Like last season, we saw Motiejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And Montezuma's actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Now here's Curry. 29 points for him last game against Dallas.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Here's Lawson. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Lawson. Shot from 12. Howard can't hit.
And Montezuma is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
Now, here's Thompson. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. 5 to shoot. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Their backcourt is phenomenal, Kevin. Absolutely phenomenal. That's why they've been given the green light every time they touch the ball.
Pass to Montezuma. And Lawson with the drive. And it's sent back by Bogut. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Harden. And it's Houston on the break. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Harden. Ariza's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And Green gets it to go.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Dallas.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Here's Barnes, following the basket by Montezuma. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. Good D by Ariza.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Over in the corner, Barnes. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And the wide open shot from Green. Warriors the rebound. Nobody near Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here is Lawson. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Ariza goes in. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Here's Bogut following the score by Houston. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skill. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Down low, here's Harden. Plays it up and banks it in.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Bogut kicks to Green. Launches a 3. That's good. Green's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
The offensive rebound. Curry kicks to Bogut. Thompson for three. That's good. Thompson's got 6.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And here's Barnes for 3. There's the bucket. Good. He has 5.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And he sinks the second.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Screen by Howard. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Lawson, wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Lawson's got 5 now. Warriors leading by 8. Curry passes to Bogut. On the wing, Green. Thompson inside the line. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 8 points for him. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
At the line for 2.
The Rockets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Monty Eunice. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Jones, no one around him. Jump shot is good. Jones has got his first points in this one. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Klay Thompson. It's Harden with the drive. Again, the Rockets score.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Iguodala outside. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Houston making a switch here. Thornton's checked in. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Curry. Now here's Howard. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta.
And, of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Here's Spates, following the basket by Dwight Howard. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 6 points for Andre Iguodala. Rockets trail by 11. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Screen by Howard. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Iguodala. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Barnes, and another 3 for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Now Thornton, after the missed 3 from Iguodala. Here's Beverly, and it's Houston with another.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here is Livingston. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And there's the pass to Barnes. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 10. Brewer pushes to Thornton. Howard setting the pick for Thornton. Step back shot. It's deflected. Here's Barnes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
What a night so far for Barnes. He's already got 9 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Jones sets the pick for Beverly. Kicks it to Howard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. That's good.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And the Rockets with possession here. The Warriors making the shot. And the basket by Jones.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Livingston kicks to Barbosa. From past the arc. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Warriors lead by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion, on the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
I like that. Or handball
either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the center position. To the middle. Stolen by Harden. He kicks it to Beverly. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Jones. Tries yet again. He lays it in. Unis has got his second bucket tonight.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Inside. It's stolen by Bogut. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. And for Houston, they're shooting in this game 45%. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Ty Lawson, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
The 3 from Barnes, but they recover it. Here's Thompson, again, Golden State.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their 3rd best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Here's Montejunas. He had 19 points in the win against Atlanta. That's good.
Yeah, and when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Here's Bogut from the high post. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Jones.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Warriors leading by 16. Curry passes to Thompson. Barnes against Ariza. And here is Barnes. 11 points in the game. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against Atlanta.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Here's Curry. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for Draymond Green.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Lawson kicks to Montejunas. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's Barnes. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Here's Green. Following the score by Houston. Thompson and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Take a look at Thompson. Leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Leandro Barbosa.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 6th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Stolen by Thompson. And here they go. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Rockets trail by 17. Lawson outside. That's tipped. All by himself. Thompson with it. Now Lawson defending. And finished off by Bogut.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now here's Barnes, following the miss by Terrence Jones.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Lawson against Curry. Feeds it to Bogut. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Reeves dishes to Jones. The feed now to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. Eunice. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. There's the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's not supposed to happen. Come on now. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance. Come on.
And then Clark to dunk it with authority.
Well, but how about the communication, guys? I got a feeling that's something they may have tried in practice.
Here's Curry. James Harden picking up that last basket. From 12 feet out. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Howard's checked in for Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And here are the Warriors now. It's stolen by Lawson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lawson with the ball. He dishes it to Brewer. Eunice has the open look. And another 3 for Houston.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Over to the wing. Spates kicks to Bogut. Eunice with the steal. Thornton with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Thornton dishes to Lawson. And Houston again with the bucket.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Warriors leading by 15.
And guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
And it's sent back by Spates. Iguodala up top. He's guarded by Thornton. It's stolen by Lawson. Brewer, the pass to Thornton. That one goes. Count. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season, he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
Here's Thornton. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Brewer, good.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Livingston. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
But he recovers it. Howard kicks to Eunice. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Eunice has got 12 now in this quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
No good from Bogut. Rockets trail by 11. Brewer dishes to Lawson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Maniunas kicks to Thornton. Howard with a screen on Iguodala. And the basket by Thornton. Thornton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
.121 left in the first half of basketball. Bogut the pass to Barbosa. Cranes the three-pointer. Barbosa's got 6.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Lawson right side. And it's sent back by Bogut. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Ty Lawson. The Warriors also with a sub. Ezeli's checked in. There's a minute left now here in the second. Thornton dishes to Maniunas. Traps in the tray. He's got 18.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Iguodala kicks to Ezeli. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Ezeli's got his second bucket. Rockets trail by 11. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
For 3, Barbosa. Maniunas grabs the miss. Maniunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Brewer with the stuff.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Livingston passes to Iguodala. Just 3 on the clock. He squares up and sinks it. Iguodala's got 8 points.
A pretty delivery that time from Iguodala.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Warriors on top. They're up by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far? How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. To score.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Some fantastic numbers here for Thompson. 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Maniunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Lawson in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said, But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level. He's one of the few guys you don't mind seeing take the three in transition.
Rockets trail by 17. Lawson outside. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 16 points for Barnes.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And Lawson with the drive. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Lets it go from the wing, and it's Golden State with another.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and L.A. that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Here's Lawson. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Moniunas dishes to Harden. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
The Rockets have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. And guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
Now, here is Lawson. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Howard. Draymond Green pulls it in.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. And, you know, for the Rockets, a nice pairing with James Harden and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 20. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Harden against Barnes. And he gets it to go. That's 23 points for James Harden.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
On its way from Curry for 2, but he stays with it. Passes it to Bogut. The dish to Green. Second shot opportunity. Ty Lawson pulls it in.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Well, you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
Terrence Jones has checked in for Dwight Howard.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Stolen by Thompson. Right side Curry. They get it back.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 24 points for Klay Thompson.
And guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Rockets trail by 21. Lawson kicks to Jones. Harden against Barnes. Unloads from 9. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Curry can't get it to go.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Here's Ariza. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side Curry. Three-pointer. Good. Curry's got 21.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. And there's Bogut on the assist from Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Lawson. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Will it go? Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And always nice to close out the year with a win for one of these teams. Players might deny it, but playing on New Year's Eve is a bit of a special day to play on. Any holiday game has a special feel to it.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for Ty Lawson. Then for the Warriors, Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. And the shot is good. And that's now 8 points for Terrence Jones.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And with New Year's Eve tonight, we'll be hearing a lot of "Auld Lang Syne." That phrase means time long past. So do you have any favorite memories, Clark, from the past of the NBA?
Yeah, one of my favorites is watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the Milwaukee Bucks as they won their first NBA championship back in 1971. Big Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fan was I, and seeing him knock down the sky hook. One of my great memories early on as a young tyke growing up in Cleveland.
The former Lou Alcindor.
That's correct.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division, and as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs, but the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thornton's checked in. And then for Golden State, Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the basket good. Barbosa's got 8 points. Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th, and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Here's Beverly after the Warriors pick up 3. Pass to Thornton. He feeds it to Brewer. Jumper off the screen, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. That's good.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Here is Livingston. On the wing, it's Iguodala, covered by Brewer. Ezeli inside, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Houston making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And so Ezeli nails both of them.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy. And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Spates kicks to Livingston. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Livingston's got his second bucket of the night.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, he picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
Now here's Beverly, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Ariza goes in. Here's Howard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Barbosa against Thornton. From deep, Iguodala. It's rebounded by Thornton. From 13, can't get it to go. Iguodala. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so here is Houston on the court for Golden State here in the 4th. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Deflects the pass. Thompson against Lawson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lawson's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Houston. Curry with it. Dishes it to Barnes. 3-pointer. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
No good from Lawson.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now Lawson. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. The shot's good from Hayes.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Thompson for 3. That's good. Thompson's got 27 points.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the 3-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here is Lawson. Shoots from the elbow. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson for the triple. Warriors the rebound. And the shot is good.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
No good from Lawson.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Good chance here for Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Bogut. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Curry against Thornton. Thompson from long range. And that one's good. Thompson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Thompson against Lawson. No good, unable to end this run.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Now Curry. Pass to Thompson. Takes it from 10, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And Lawson with the drive, and it's sent back by Bogut.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
to the inside. Green passes to Thompson. Here's Bogut. Clock at 6. The pass to Curry. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Another miss by Houston.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Here's Curry. Kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. It's tipped. Feeds to Green. For 3, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Capella, and Decker subbed in for Corey Brewer. Different look here for the Warriors. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Bogut. McAdoo comes in for Draymond Green. Landon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Fires for 3, and it's good.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Lets it go from 11, and he gets the jumper to drop. 20 points for Lawson.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter, and Thornton kicks to Lawson. Here's Jones, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Rush, he kicks it to Thompson. Leandro Barbosa on the wing, Lawson defending. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. McAdoo misses.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Lawson's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, you know, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Thompson. And Spates subbed in for McAdoo. Here's Spates, and Jones sends it back. Ezeli the pass to Livingston. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense. But he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. And some changes here for the Warriors. The Warriors shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Thompson for the triple. Shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. And Beverly kicks to Thornton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside, it's stolen by Jones. And it's Houston on the break. Horton's got the ball. Decker can't hit.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Thompson for the triple. And yes, sir, that one drops. Thompson's got 35 in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The feed to Bogut. Outside, Green. Five on the clock. But they'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
The Rockets shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Beverly dishes to Jones. Great D that time from Green.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside for Curry. Thompson outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 38 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Beverly. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Jermone Green. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. And here are the Rockets now. And Beverly kicks to Thornton. Screen by Jones. Pass to Brewer. He dishes it to Jones. He feeds it to Brewer. 5 to shoot. On its way from Thornton for 2. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And he gets it to go. 29 points for Steph Curry.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Here's Beverly. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And regaining their momentum against a team that had already beaten them once this year, this win makes it a 1-1 tie in their best-of-3 season series against the Rockets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Thompson. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just the scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double? Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And Beverly kicks to Thornton. Jones in the post, guarded by Spates. No luck. Pushing it up. Pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. Jones up top. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Houston, Terrence Jones.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, it's Iguodala. For the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Now the dish to Thornton. Here's Beverly. Pass to Brewer. It's Hayes, top of the key. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around. I'm taking over now.
Klay Thompson is everything you want in a swingman. Long and athletic, a staunch defender, and a terrific passer. But let's not forget what makes him truly special, that silky smooth jump shot. Thompson is pure, fellas, and he can light it up.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.